Should I start bringing Ellie along? I got a feeling that she's got to have quests at this point, right? She's got to start having quests at some point in this. She can't just be a whole, you know. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. A nag about things? I'll bring her after Felix's quest. How about that? Okay. Hey. Persona.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
See, that's the problem. Every single time that someone's like, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you, then you know something. I'm on the level. And ask Jun Lee about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I repair the Groundbreaker's radiators.
Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel like I'm walking the surface of Tartarus. So that was you, huh? Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Edgewater.
Please, just make it quick.
You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
Yeah, fair. How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar, Felix?
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
Nothing about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
That's all I wanted to know. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
And for that kind of information, I'd have at least bought her a drink. I'm half waiting. Oh, right. I'm half waiting for someone to come up to me and be all like, so-and-so sends their regards. And then try to kill me. Only to fail. Theoretically. But yeah. I looked at the Mardette there for a second. It's like, wait, you're a named person, aren't you? It's like, no. No, that's just what they call themselves. Alright. Now that we've come to the Groundbreaker for exactly one thing. Was there something else on the Groundbreaker we could have done? Gotta put that thing away. I feel like there was one more thing I could have done at the Groundbreaker. When the hell did you level up, Ellie? Oh, I suppose when everyone else did. Oh, wait, does that mean, too, that everyone else had to level up, too? Probably. One perk. Give you that. Listen, it's been a while since I've had any one of these folks in the party, alright? Let's increase your ability damage. Vicar. I guess harmful status duration down. Sam. Let's increase the duration that you do of status effects.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
I mean, not the first time.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Oh, which one's the captain?
You know the head of the family? Never shows up on screen, but everybody's scared of him? That's the boss.
And everyone's got different theories about what they're really up to? I can see that.
Man, I don't even know what the hell I'm up to. I'm just supposedly trying to help the rest of the folks on the Hope. Friendships due. Back to Edgewater. It's not that I hate.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
It's not that I hate the Emerald Vale. Far from it. It's a very lovely place, and I want to say that the people are pretty cool. It's just, it's the fish and the corporal bullshit shit. Fun fact, when I lived over back east in New York and whatnot, I actually lived like not right next to a paper mill, but pretty damn close to it. Like, we had to pass by that crap every single time we wanted to go basically anywhere with a population greater than, well, the population of humans greater than the population of cows. And it stunk for blocks, man. Let me tell you. Wow. Alright. Quick save, because you never know. Alright. Here's hoping that I can get some information out of Trask. Because while I don't mind the slaughtering of folk, case and point,
We're the best there ever was.
I just have a distinct feeling of doing so to innocent people or people that do not rightfully deserve it. But that might just be me. Yes, even in video games. And yes, I am that sort of person that's like, oh man, I don't want to do this evil thing. Primal Brains. What is it Primal Brains are for again? I know the hide is for selling. Hate it when the behemoths drop nothing. Ah, right. These marauders that didn't last very long. Lieutenant Dan, it took your legs. Trask. Ooh, actually. Gonna do a little bit of a meta thing. Boop. Hello, Mr. Trask. And company. You seem to have some outlaws with you too. This ought to be good. Cadence. Hi.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. You said that you betrayed him?
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
Neither of us trust Harlow. That's a start.
You've got good instincts then. You were right not to trust Harlow. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
Ask me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine.
Mm.
You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
So why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was he doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not gonna kill you, Trask, but I'm gonna have to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care, man. Well. How you doing, Felix?
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame.
Trask did say he had evidence.
I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. But we owe it to ourselves to find out. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent back at the base. We should go take a look.
Let's go. Wait, the base all the way back? Ah. I guess I should be happy / thankful I'm getting off of Edgewater again. To the unreliable. Much like these controller controls. Back to the unreliable.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Sure thing. Do that real quick. Am I heading the right way for the engine room? No, I'm not. This is the bathroom. Yeah. There we are. Yep. Hey, Parv.
Oh, look at you. What a mess. You never had no one to take care of you, huh? Don't fret. I'll be your minder now. Evening, Captain.
Hi.
Or is it afternoon? I don't know how long I've been up here. Something busted, Captain?
Yeah, okay. I think it's kind of a little ridiculous that they make it so as you can kind of accidentally send off with someone. Back to Sila. Harlow's base. Alright, Harlow. See how this is gonna go.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Got to someone's to watch my back. I gotta talk to her at some point again, just so as I can have a little bit of development further from what we had before. Slide. Trask's evidence. Oh, this should be fun. How much do you want to bet that I'm going to be all like, hey, here's some proof that you are a scumbag, and then just the next thing dude does is whip out some good old-fashioned firepower. Middle of the base. Aha. What's up, outlaw? These are detailed payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are some of the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities. How you doing, buddy?
We need to have a word with Clyde.
What do you think about this evidence?
Looks like Trask was telling the truth. It's all there. Receipts for services rendered, payments, records, ship manifests. Clyde was a pirate for hire, and the board was paying him off. In typical board fashion, they left a trail of receipts behind. Ain't that just ironic?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like being lied to.
Yeah, you and me both. Clyde owes us some answers. Something about this don't add up. And I mean to find out why.
Let's. Hey, Harlow. Hey, buddy. Got a couple of 100 bullets with your name on it, depending on your answers.
What's the word?
Okay, I'm assuming this is still going to give us some experience points.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Yeah.
Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
That's tempting. You've been bought off. Forgot the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? But what the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor, and I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Looks like we're doing this.
Oh, I should have had him drop kick him. Darn it. That's it, called it. Hey, I actually killed someone with that. Oh, no, Gloop was out. Loot, 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 loot the place. Loot, loot, loot the place. Loot, loot, loot the place. Yoink, yoink, yoink the things. Yoink, yoink, yoink the things. Yoink the things that would be counted as stealing if we didn't kill them all. Oh, I didn't even have anything on them. Where the hell did that construction mechanical come from? Are they like right next to me or something? I mean, okay, let's be real too. I was kind of half expecting the dude to have like a manifesto or something be all like, oh, taking out the corporations and all that fun stuff, which, you know, would make a little bit more sense. But I always do have just a thing against blindly following someone, whether a friend or not.
What was that?
Incoming!
Hi.
Nobody messes with you.
Drop kick time. Aww. There's a mechanical over there. Don't trust it.
Did you see that?
I did. You missed gloriously. I thought that was something trying to come up and claw me in the ass. You know, I'd be more sorry, Volker, about your predicament. But you were kind of an asshole, too. And now I can't help but wonder just how many of these folks were believing in, Dudicus's stuff. Again, down with the board and all that fun stuff, but, you know, if you send someone to kill someone out of whole blind faith and whatnot, I have problems with that. Hey, we were friends once. Want to do this favor for me, despite the fact that I haven't seen you in 5 years? Okay, I gotta, like, repair or break down some shit. Yeah, I've only got a billion freaking pieces of armor and weapons to do. Hello. Oh, right, that's that stuff. Yeah. God, I forgot about the retrofitted power armor. Dun, 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 dun. Forgot whether... Oh, wait. Da-da. Alright. Do I really need to sell? Yeah, I'll sell some stuff. Really, I want to sell some of this. I just have so much of it, man. I don't... Am I going to use some of this stuff? I don't know. Probably not. Am I going to use the scope? No. Power grip? You know, I'll keep it. Worth a lot, though. Just... Spread reduction, sway reduction. Actually, that might be something I want to apply to my weapon. Sell some of this low-level shit anyways, though. I mean, if any... Yeah. That should be fine for now. Any loot in this location over here? No? Didn't seem like it. Well... That's about it for that, I guess. Yeah, it's actually kind of amazing how fast these quests are when you don't have to wait to get to certain locations for them. Like, how many episodes did it take to get through Max's stuff? Because we weren't through...
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Yeah, might as well check out what they're talking about.
So I was watching the serial the other night, yeah? You know that slick-looking spacer from All My Colonists? They got her playing the Queen of the Marauders.
Oh gosh, I wish you'd waited for me. I wanted to see that too.
Alright. Hey, Felix.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
I can understand why you're upset. Feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
Get drunk. For a start.
No kidding. I'm glad you keep the kitchen stocked. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Sticking it to the board. Only way I know how. 1% at a time, I guess, I suppose. Okay. Let's see. Skills. We got skills. What skills? I'm not skills. Yeah. Think that's good. Maybe. Engineering is tempting. Reduces the armored parts and weapon parts needed to repair your equipment. Right. I gotta remember to increase my science just so as my hammer does more damage too. Alright. Points. I kind of wish there was a perk to just give us more skill points. You know what? Let's increase our carrying capacity. I think next time I might take the one to increase or decrease the weight of any and all consumables we collect. Yeah, I really did wish that there was one that just gave us more skill points, or at least more skill points over time, you know? Felix got the self-govern perk. Alright, Felix, what you got? What's your self-governed? Ooh. Increases the damage you deal when fighting corporate enemies. Post-armor damage dealt plus 50%. Wow. I wish that was one that I had. Love it. What was yours? Oh, right. Stonebreaker. Oh, right. I gotta do some quests for you first. Nyoka sitting on the crew. Parv, not done with your quest yet. Vicar, yours is Shake It Off. Or full stat. Wait, no. Tuned In, that was yours. Increases the duration of effects when taking drugs. And Sam. Yeah, do you even have any side quests, Sam? Oh, jeez. That's a lot of money I just got. Lost its ring and Harlow's emblem, though. Hold up. What was some of the stuff we just got? I still have Harlow's emblem. Kind of thought I'd be getting some other super special stuff for some of these quests. Don't know why. Oh well. I'm fine with that.